afternoon in this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3. With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Another run with Sanders. There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Young. Connection made with Chenault. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Young off the play fake. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's third down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
Touchdown, Carolina! Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Adam Thielen. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Sanders not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the
Here is Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now Young. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims. Breaks through the contact. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Sam.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was,
and the
best
Seahawks
there
are
ever
able to
will
strike
be.
quickly here as they are in for 6.
If you don't like it,
uprights to
touch
tie
it.
this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they finally stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. A terrific return.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Flushed out right. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
This is bullshit!
So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Out of the gun, Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 20.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. An option handoff given to Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Powering his way forward and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Young. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now he's forced out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
7 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run with Sanders off the option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Panther 1st down.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down, it's Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now it's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the Panthers' 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he will score.
Walker dances his way for the touchdown.
Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
Everybody in that
Seahawks are able
goddamn
to cut
dressing
into
room
that
knows
deficit.
that I'm the best there is,
Well,
the
they
best
did a
there
pretty
was,
good job
and the
keeping
best there
him in
ever will
check
be.
to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into
You
the
don't
end
like
zone.
it,
And
tough
it just
shit.
takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 2nd down, Young. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. How did he stay on his feet? And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Back to throw, Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, stay locked in all day, man. Elite focus, man, till the last whistle blows. Let's go. Hey, win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside
Let's
Charles
bring that
Davis.
juice, man. Let's bring that juice. Elite focus all day. All day. We finish all day in the end zone.
What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first catch for the Ohio State rookie. He's got a first down. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Henry Anderson on the stop. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Smith.
At the 44-yard line.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Play action. It's Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
This is bullshit!
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
It's a gain of 42 yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Smith. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Off the play fake, Young. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Young. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Mims in motion left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The gain of 13 brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision.
Touchdown! No fail. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
Everybody in that
Seahawks
goddamn
decision to go
dressing
for
room
it pays
knows that
off
I'm
with
the
6
best there is,
points.
the best there was,
Well, we know
and the
someone
best
just
there ever
added to
will
his
be.
touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is back to a 5-point game.
If you don't like it, tough shit.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 155 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw, Young. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Young off the play fake.
At the 42-yard line.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That sack, it goes to William Moffett. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly
You're
to
rich
do.
too,
Do you do the
motherfucker.
kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now Smith going to change the play. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Metcalf with the first down, still without a doubt, one of the toughest assignments in the NFL with his size and speed. A 1,000-yard season for him and an absolute nightmare for any corner who matches up with him.
From the 50, it's Smith. He completes this to Walker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Geno out to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown Sam. DK
Everybody in that
Metcalf,
goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best
and the
there is,
Seahawks
the
have
best there
moved
was,
out in
and the
front
best there ever
here in the
will be.
fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball
You
here in
don't
the
like
fourth
it,
quarter to take the
tough
lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Young's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Panther first down.
It's Young off play action. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Young. Flushed out right. Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Running right, here's Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good, and the lead is up to 5.
33.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now Gino on 1st down. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Smith. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That throw by Young incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Johnson on the return. Gonna score as a Seahawk touchdown. Such an impressive punt return.
Everybody in that
83
goddamn
yards.
dressing
And the
room
Seahawks are able to move back in front.
The best there was, and
So
the
from
best there
3
will be.
scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Wright moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up.
Surgical with this bitch, Jake.
At Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Young. 3 points separating these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll run with Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Young to throw. He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win. But they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith. Able to find Mims. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Smith to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's second down. Smith's going to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Here's Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise. They
FFG-Hitman on the beat.